think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The Lance going to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there. No fear there in the middle of the field. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw. They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake. Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw. Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT. And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, Mayfield. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak. Flush to his right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. 30, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Here comes Felton to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Chubb on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over first and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns 37. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Looking to throw. Lance. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lance. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Baker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. This is caught. It's Sanu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I must stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.